Day viewers, Echo Unlocked is reporting live from the Regent Haven Event Centre in EPWA, Lagos, where a group of distinguished personalities and changemakers has gathered to honor the 10th anniversary celebration of the EPWA Division Professional Women Association. Today marks the grand finale of a week-long series of celebration, empowerment activities, and fellowship that embody the spirit of altruism, which has always been the mantra of this association. EPWA is an organization of women in the EPWA division of Lagos, dedicated to advancing gender equality and community development. Stay tuned as Echo Unlocked brings to you the live coverage of the event as it unfolds. I am Susan Mlayo, reporting for Echo Unlocked.
On Saturday, 25 of October 2025, the EPWA Division Professional Women Association (EPWA) gathered at the Regent Haven Event Centre in EPWA for the grand finale of a week of celebration, empowerment, and fellowship that marked the 10th anniversary of their selfless humanitarian service in EPWA, most especially in the lives of women and girl children. In attendance were Chairman of the EPWA Local Government, Princess Sura Olayemi Animashaun, the Honourable Member representing EPWA Constituency 1 in the Lagos State House of Assembly, Honourable Abiodun Togo, the CEO of Explicit Communication Limited, Chief Tunde Tani. The event commenced with the National and EPWA Division Professional Women Association anthem. The chairlady of the occasion, who is also a member of the association, Princess Sura Olayemi Animashaun, in her opening remark expressed her joy in joining fellow women to celebrate an outstanding decade of vision. She applauded the president for her consistent effort and appreciated the donors for supporting the women in their vision to giving back to the community that raised them.
As you all know, that the vision of EPWA is to move EPWA forward, is to support our women, to support them in any way that is needed, and also to empower them as well. It's not just our women alone, our girls also. We protect them, we support them, and this is the motion of EPWA.
Mrs. Olayemi Johnson, the EPWA incumbent president, in her speech stated that the association offers professional guidance, mentorship, and counseling support for young women and students to facilitate career growth. She described the association as a non-profit organization dedicated to promoting professional excellence and community development within EPWA division.
The association offers professional guidance, mentorship, and counseling support for young women and students to build resilience and facilitate career growth. It is complemented by educational advocacy, including scholarships for students and donations to 11 libraries in the EPWA division. As a matter of fact, just 2 days ago, we did empowerment for our young girls, and seated here as beneficiaries, EPWA will be given financial help to 20 students. It's nothing less than 200,000 naira per student. Thank you very much. Apart from the annual Children's Day celebration, EPWA has consistently been a vanguard for women development, hosting impactful sensitization programs on issues affecting women and youth. Organizing key conferences and symposiums for the women of EPWA. Let me not bore you with details. I just want to welcome all of you. I want everybody to also help me to celebrate our brand ambassador, Mrs. Sefia Mohammed. She's the overall winner of one-day chairman. In fact, we were told, thank you very much, we were told that when in her pupil, when she was in primary school, she won this same spelling bee. And when she got to secondary school, at the theater level, she was the winner. When she was promoted to SS1, she competed with those that are in SS2, SS3, and she became the over, not just in Agoba, but even for the whole Lagos State, she is the winner. So we are here to celebrate her. We are here to invite her in. She's one of the youngest EPWA present here. Please help me to celebrate Sefia Mohammed. As a matter of fact, Sefia's mom sells dry fried meat at the bus stop in Imota. But in spite of her challenges, she is very, very intelligent. And also, just a few days ago, Sefia lost her father. Let me conclude by reminding you that EPWA Professional Women Association, EPWA, is a non-profit organization. Like I said earlier, established in 2015. It is dedicated to promoting professional excellence and community development within EPWA division of Lagos State. To this effect, I would like all of us help me celebrate Mrs. Gabajin Adedeji. Can you be upstanding? Thank you. She brought the idea of, all of us coming together to lend a helping hand, to our girls. Please sit down, ma'am. She brought the idea, and somebody like me, I joined because I also have passion to help. I remember when we were growing up, I remember some of our girls that could not finish because of financial constraints, but they were very, very brilliant. So we took it upon ourselves that if somebody can be lifted, with the help, that person's sky will be the limit of that person. So today, before I drop this mic, I want to encourage all of us that are seated here that we are also doing fundraising to help our girls, to help our unreached women that are in TA, they are in Bekineki, they are in Agbawa, they are in Owu. Most of these women, they just need help. They just need financial support in their education and their vocation.
The pioneer president of EPWA, Mrs. Funkemo, recounted the genesis of the association dating back to 2015, explained the motive behind its formation and how far it has come. Mrs. Okpelu Abalogu, the immediate past president of the EPWA Division Professional Women, also spoke on the association's journey. The president of the EPWA Grammar School Old Student Association and a founding member of the EPWA Division Professional Women, Mrs. Olushola Aladiraji, reviewed the challenges the association faced at the onset, especially in the area of financial commitment, and how they were able to navigate through them to remain standing after 10 years.
Ẹgbẹ́ yìí bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ọdún kẹwàá sẹ́yìn ní ọdún 2015. Mrs. Kemi Gabajin Adedeji, òun ló kọ́kọ́ jókòó tó rò pé a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run, àwa náà ti bá iṣẹ́ wa débì kan, a ti kàwé débì kan, ṣùgbọ́n ogunlọ́gọ̀ àwọn ọmọ ló wà lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n rí irú àǹfààní tí àwa ti níyẹn. So ó wá bá mi, ó wá pẹ̀lú Mrs. Yinka Adeyemi, who is a judge now. Ó wá pẹ̀lú Alájà Ṣọlá Aladiraji. So àwa bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn, àwa jókòó pé báwo la ṣe máa ṣe. So àwa ní a tẹ̀lé ọmọ Gabajin, àwa mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin yẹn ni founding members of EPWA. So other people started to join us, and as the prof said, we have continued to work stronger over the years. We have embarked on empowerment programs for women and children, not just girls, because everybody has laid emphasis on girls. I remember that we organized mentorship programs, and there were boys there too, and we talked to them. You see, when you have, what we aimed to do was to be positive role models for youngsters coming behind. Because when you have positive role models, they will teach you what to do. They will give you confidence. When you look at them and say, okay, Mrs. Moore, she's the general manager of this place. Okay, Mrs. Adedeji is a permanent secretary. This is a judge. If they can achieve it, if they can get there, so can I. That is what we aim to do, to give young ones confidence that the sky is the limit for them. We mentor them, we have been mentoring them, we have educated them on the subject combination that will help them to achieve their dreams. Some of them that we talked to wanted to be doctors. If you don't have science subjects, if you don't have papers in the science subject, you cannot become a doctor. When we were growing up, I will tell you, I didn't have positive role models, maybe within my families, of course, but somebody to come out and champion my cause and say, okay, you want to be this, let me mentor you, let me do this, let me do that. You know, some of us, we didn't have the benefit of that growing up, but we have stepped in, you know, and we are doing that for the young ones coming. In addition to mentorship, we have given empowerment, we have empowered women. Those that are artisans, we have given them work implements and all that. But we plan, I don't know if anybody has talked about the vocational training center that we are planning to build. That is our project. We hope that in the next 2 years or so, we would have built the vocational training center. It's located, it should be located, the land is located, is centrally located in EPWA Central, in EPWA here where we are. And we have laid the foundation stone, and we believe that in the next 2 years or so, the vocational training center will come into being.
In my tenure, we were able to give our machines, sewing machines, grinding machines, and so on, to empower our women. Now, there was a time we had to give them cash also to them, so that it can help to boost their business. So, it's been very, very interesting. And if you are the type that is a giver, you are a philanthropist, and you want to help people, and that is the spirit of EPWA. You help the girl child and our women in particular, so that the pet children and women can be there. We have professors, we call ourselves professionals. So we want them also to be professionals in their area, you know, that they choose. And we got to know that some of them couldn't go further because of the funding. So we come out in that area to assist in whatever way we could. And not to forget, during the Children's Day, we usually celebrate our children. You know, on Children's Day, we mentor them. We call in people from agencies that will actually, you know, tell them what life is all about, and to tell them how to go about it, and to be resilient in whatever they do. So we call them, we gather them, we celebrate them on every May 27th Children's Day, and we move around the LCDs.
I want to give thanks to all the members. And to God be it's not as if we don't have our challenges, but it doesn't affect the association. The association is progressing, and to God be the glory. This is the first female association in the EPWA division. And to Masarelewa, and to Mabawa, Mosheko Mario, Omabu, Kete Koma Fisarelewa, Pokomegbe Aridio. To all our supporters, we love you, we appreciate you.
Another founding member, Mrs. Kemi Adedeji Gabadin, in her speech, saluted the immense contributions of all members. She emphasized strict compliance with the structure of the organization, which has enabled it to achieve its goals and objectives as a non-governmental organization. She also shared the vision of the organization with participants and called for continued support and sponsorship.
We are sharing our vision with you so that you know that in the next 10 years, this is what we will aim at. Our program of Target Girl that we are doing in the community a girl, and we ensure that we are working one-on-one with this girl and ensuring that they get to the pinnacle. Our building, the EPWA Center, is also another one that we are working on. And then we employ you this afternoon to share this vision with us, to donate generously to us, knowing fully well that your funds are secured with us and will be used judiciously. When you look at this place today, if we were to call people, all yìí kò ní gbèrò rárá o. Tó bá yẹ pé ká pè èrò ni, all yìí kò ní gbèrò. But we are so conscious of our global standard as a non-governmental organization that we cannot spend more than 30% of whatever you are giving us on a festivity like this. We are so really conscious of that. So we try to maintain, that standard, not just spending money anyhow, being frugal in many ways, and just really getting the work done. Today, we confirm that your donation will be handled with care. So please donate generously.
Chief Dignitaries stands tall as a distinguished advertising guru, an industry trailblazer, and a compassionate community leader.
The EPWA Division Professional Women Association appreciated the contributions of the CEO of Explicit Communication Limited, Chief Tunde Tani, to the association and the EPWA Division at large. With an award of honor, Chief Tani, in his response, dedicated the award to the older women of the EPWA Division, pledged continued support for EPWA's vision, and promised a yearly contribution to the association's program.
This award is dedicated to the older women and men in the EPWA division. Now, concerning your project, I'm going to definitely make a donation.
Honorable Abiodun Tobun, the member of the Lagos State House of Assembly representing EPWA Constituency 1, praised the effort of the EPWA Division Professional Women Association, describing its work as a life-touching for both the old and young in the society. The Duke of Lagos, Waheed Olabode Gabadin, also commended the professionalism displayed by the organization in delivering selfless service to EPWA community and expressed pride in being associated with it.
I want to sincerely commend you. And when you look at the projects, the programs that you were doing is very germane, and it touches lives of the old and the young ones in our society. Your efforts is well noted, and we appreciate what you are doing. So God will continue to fortify you. God will continue to bless you all. God will continue to bless your homes. Your children will grow from strength to strength, and you will not die young.
Amen.
So I want to commend you. I want to appreciate you. And I'm telling you sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I want to ensure that I associate with EPWA every time.
And I know what it takes to coordinate a club just for 1 year. I know what it takes, especially when they are even women. For them to have been able to pull all together to 10 years shows that the professional tag in their name is real. They are real professionals. Meaning that they put emotions behind and tackle issues as it should be. And that's why they have survived this long. Permit me to congratulate you and to tell you that me as a person, I am proud to be associated with EPWA, that is EPWA Division Professional Women Association.
At the grand finale of the 10th anniversary celebration, the EPWA Division professional women presented checks of 200,000 naira each to over 40 empowered fellows and charged the recipients to use the empowerment fund judiciously. The women also presented an award of honor to Honorable Abiodun Tobun in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the vision of EPWA. Honorable Tobun expressed profound gratitude to the women, pledged his continued support, and joined them in a dance to celebrate the occasion. The event drew to a close as members of the EPWA Division professional women gathered for the cake cutting ceremony and group photographs. In separate interviews, Professor Basirat Oladipupo Folarin, the first female professor in EPWA Division and a past president of EPWA, spoke on the importance of education for the girl child, stressing that achieving this was one of the core reasons for the establishment of EPWA. Mrs. Opeolua Balogun, the immediate past president, explained the inspiration behind the formation of the association. Princess Sura Olayemi Animashaun, the executive chairman of EPWA local government and chairman of the planning committee, hailed the impact of EPWA in EPWA Division. Mrs. Ulufunke Moore, the pioneer president, highlighted the achievement of the organization since inception. Mrs. Folake Olayemi Johnson, the incubator president, shared insight into the future vision of EPWA. Chief Tunde Tani emphasized the value of giving back to the society as the hallmark of EPWA's vision. Honorable Abiodun Tobun lauded the women's effort and encouraged them to continue their good work.
Growing up in EPWA, like what we are doing in EPWA, nobody was there for us. All of us that you are seeing here, nobody to put us through when we were growing up. But at the end of the day, about 10 years ago, when we now came together, we now saw that all that we lacked while growing up, why can't we just create an avenue for all these young girls? Not only the young girls now, we are also looking at the other vulnerable women in the community, and like coming up together now, we now have them the opportunity of borrowing a leave from all of us, looking at different members of EPWA, and many of them want to aspire to be like us, so we cannot rule out that. And look at us, we have professionals, we are all professionals in our right senses. We have lawyers, engineers, professors, 2 professors in the organization, in the association. So likewise other professions. So like what we have done over time is for all these children, most especially the girl child in EPWA, to look at us and emulate what we do and want to be like us. So whether we like it or not, it will have a kind of impact in what the EPWA community will come out to be at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's actually kind of unpleasant situation whereby we discovered that our girl child, the fallout of education for so many reasons, which is attributed to abuse by their stepfathers and lack of funding and all sorts of things. We found out that they fell out of education because probably on the way they got pregnant, and they felt that that's the end of the road for them. So we decided to form the association because we want to give back to the association, to our town, EPWA Division, in helping the children, particularly the girl's child, to find their footing. And knowing that if there is any issue like that, it's not the end of the world. They can still, get back on their feet. We want to ensure that they are well educated and they become professionals like us, and that we help them when it comes to funding. That some people, some students that we funded, and we appreciated those that did well in school, like in universities. They had remarkable points. For instance, LASU, on a yearly basis, we do give the best students that is from Ekpe, that's got the highest marks, gifts. So, and we mentor them as well, so that they will not go astray. You understand? So, during Children's Day, we invite professionals to talk to them, to mentor them on how to go about life. You understand? So that they can be successful and become, somebody in life.
Well, we don't need to even sell EPWA anymore, because everything that we have done so far, it's selling us out, and that is, I won't say dividend of democracy because we're not political, but I will say that is what we call a motherly care and motherly love. And EPWA has shown so much love to the people in the Ekpe community. So far, I joined them. I know that this is a kind of association of different categories and different women coming together, to make Ekpe great. They have done something that is so applauding and memorable for our little young girls. They have supported them, they have supported our women, different empowerment and so many other things are going on in EPWA. And one thing I admire about EPWA is that the synergy is very, very strong. To drive anything, to move anything, and to do whatever they are set out to do. So EPWA is a kind of association that I always want, even if the government can support us, there's no big deal. We want people of high and caliber to come and support this association as well. We are doing our own part, we are doing our own bits, but at the same time, we need more hands, and we need even people in power, women in power. We want them to come and join this group. So before you know it, Ekpe will be one of the best and great achievers of so many things in Nigeria. And also, we will be able to empower more women. We'll be able to do more. Even our girls, our young girls, we bring out the good things in them. We let them know that they have something is deposited in them, and they can still do even greater and better things for Ekpe local government. So this is the vision and mission of EPWA. Well, for girl child, they can see, even a girl child, that's why you can see a student, we invited one of them, and I know anytime, we invite such young girls to this kind of gathering, they will have that inspiration that I want to become somebody in life. And we let them know, irrespective of their profession, even if they are not an academics, at least maybe they are good in whatever they are doing. We let them know that you can be the best. Irrespective of anything, they can be the best. So these are the things that we always, try to, do for our young girls, and we became a role model to them. So we do things that they will admire in us, and at the same time, they inspire that, oh, I want to become this and that.
Let me blow our trumpets. We have achieved a lot. We have positively impacted on the society, on the women and girl children, and even boys in the Ekpe division. We have empowered women, we have given money, we have given them work implements, for tailors, we have given sewing machines, for traders, we have given them, startup funds, we have given scholarships, we have bought books, we have organized mentorship programs for students in higher institutions in Ekpe division. I will tell you, we have also organized health missions. We have taken health missions to the nooks and crannies of the division. We have donated to hospitals. I don't want to start itemizing them one by one, but we have really, really done a lot. And we have, we have donated towards achieving these laudable objectives that I've mentioned, but we also have friends who have, donated at one time or the other. We have tasked ourselves. So we have done a lot. We have plans to establish a vocational training center where boys and girls can learn trades. It's in the pipeline. We have a piece of land already which has been fenced. So anytime from now, we are going to start the building process. We're going to do that, and we plan to collaborate with the Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. It will benefit many of our children. We know that jobs are not so easy to come by. Graduates, everybody wants white-collar jobs, but we know that these are not easy to come by. But if they learn trades, there is this adage in Yoruba land that says, your palms will not deceive you. Your hands will not deceive you. When you learn a trade, you would always have something to eat. You would always have something to fall back on. And I know that the Vocational Training Center would help in this direction. We wanted to be role models to the girls coming up behind us, the next generations. Positive role models. There are more role models that are not positive. We want to be positive role models for the girl child. I grew up in EPWA. I went to EPWA Girls High School, and I can remember there were so many things that if I'd had mentors, there are so many things that I would have done differently. When you live in a town like this, you have limited access to information. Well, it's getting better because of social media, but in our time, we didn't have people to tell us, to guide us, to mentor us, and tell us, look, you can soar, you can become anything that you want to be. Just face your studies. I didn't have anybody to teach me that, to mentor me and say, okay, you want to go into broadcasting, you want to go into the journalism profession, okay, this is the course that you can study in the university. These are the subject combinations that you should embrace. But we are doing that. We are teaching girls that, look, you can become anything. The sky is the limit. You can become anything. There is no impediment. Just face your studies, and we mentor them. And sometimes we even help them to pay for their GCE or WAEC examinations, and we also help with their JAM forms and all that. And we plan to help them to study so that they can pass and get admitted into universities.
In the next 20 years, we see EPWA, impacting so many lives, of younger generation. We see EPWA, with expanded membership. We see EPWA, reaching to the underreached, the underprivileged, the uneducated girls, the women that are giving up on themselves. Women that we see EPWA in TA, we see EPWA in Abidjan, we see EPWA in Orimedu, we see EPWA in all those communities that are underreached, doing excellently, impacting lives, building legacies. That's what we see EPWA doing in the next 20 years. To the young girls out there, I will encourage them to be focused. I will encourage them to be God-fearing. I will encourage them to be obedient to their parents. I will encourage them to be inspired by what the other ones are doing, and and believe in themselves. Believe God and believe in yourself. I will encourage them to dare to fly, to dare to make efforts, to dare to plan, to execute the plan, and to believe God, and sky will not just be the limit for you. That's my prayer for the girls there. When we're growing up, We had girls that were brilliant, very intelligent, but because of financial constraint, they could not really continue. And that has been the major objective of EPWA, pulling resources together, taxing ourselves, contributing money to help girls, to get the girl child, to help women, you understand, that are struggling financially, so that they too can, be self-reliant, so that they too can live above poverty level, so that they too can, achieve something in life. Somebody like me from the riverine, I remember that when we were growing up, so many girls stopped at a particular level and got married early. And even that marriage would not really last because there's no sustenance. So that's what EPWA stands for, to be able to reach that woman in Tiye, to be able to reach that woman in Oshoroko, to be able to reach that woman in, area. Some of these women, they've never left that place. You understand? So that they dare to dream again. They dare to dream, and to let them know that they can achieve it. We want to see an EPWA again, up there. We want an EPWA member to become the governor of this state by the grace of the Almighty God.
Giving back to the community or society or community where you came out from is really not an easy thing. It takes the strength of character. It takes faith in God. It takes the grace of God to be able to think that, yes, you have to give back to the society. There are quite a lot of people who are billionaires, millionaires, who is not just there. I once asked a man of God. That's why I said grace of God. I asked a man of God, I said, people who are rich, very rich, and they are not giving back to the society, are they going to hell or heaven? He said if they do not have the grace to give, if God has not given it in them, they may go scot-free. But doing it is a grace of God. Taking out what you should have spent for yourself, for your children, to look good, right? To eat well, to build a good house, like the EPWA people are doing. They don't want anybody to do what they're doing. And you heard they are tasking themselves. 5 million. How many of them? About 50. So if they want to do something of 100 million or 5 million, for example, and they tax them, so that means each of them will be bringing about 100,000. That would buy gold or something. We know women now, it will buy gele or at least a wig. But they're doing it. That's a whole lot of sacrifice. We are commending them. And like someone said, they are role models. All of you, Hot Blog, Ekpelawa, Kenikolawa, you should take that as an example.
My message to the association is for them to continue to do more. Like BRF will tell you, the reward of good work is more work. And if you see what they are doing, they continue to improve on their activities on regular basis. This is awesome. And I'm happy to be associated with them. And professional women, and truly they are professionals. Career officers, doctors, lawyers, in their means, vice chancellor, permanent secretaries, top government functionaries, top businesswomen. We are happy that our women can come together to be doing this, what they are doing. They are doing wonderfully well. You may not see them everywhere, but they are good people. They are doing what is expected of them. You can see the empowerment they did today. More than 40 people were given 200,000 naira. No, that is a good one. At least that money will impact on the life of those people they have empowered. So I will employ or advise other women, other professionals to join them. These are not Egbe Kiloko Leshe, not association of what can their husband do. This is what the husband should do to support them. And they are supporting the community. So I'm happy for them. And I'm happy and I'm proud to be associated with them.
As EPWA enters its second decade, the foundation established over the past 10 years positions the association to expand its impact and reach additional beneficiaries across EPWA division. The association's model of professional women investing in the next generation through mentorship, guidance, and financial empowerment offers a replicable framework for community development initiative. For a cohort blog, this is Adiola Amuda.
What an unforgettable week it has been in the history of the EPWA Division Professional Women Association here in the Regent Haven Event Centre, EPWA, Lagos. EPWA's 10th anniversary showcases unity, purpose, and growth. It is more than celebration. It's a testament of resilience and vision. Thank you for staying tuned. Kindly follow us on all our social media platforms on X, Instagram, and Facebook at EcoWorldBlog. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel at EcoWorldBlog. Susan Omalayo reporting for EcoWorldBlog.